Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the world of personal development and self-improvement with a classic book that has stood the test of time, How to Win Friends and Influence People, by Dale Carnegie. This book is packed with timeless wisdom and insights that can help you in various aspects of your life, from your relationships to your career. While it may not be perfect or relevant to every situation, it's a valuable resource that can help you develop essential skills like active listening, empathy, and positive communication. Now let's dive into the summary, How to Win Friends and Influence People, by Dale Carnegie. Part 1. Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. Chapter 1. If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. Carnegie emphasizes the importance of avoiding criticism and condemnation. Criticizing people puts them on the defensive and causes resentment. Instead, he suggests understanding the reasons behind others' behavior. By focusing on the positive and offering sincere appreciation, one can influence people without arousing negative feelings. Chapter 2. The Big Secret of Dealing with People. The chapter introduces the power of appreciation. Carnegie discusses the difference between appreciation and flattery, noting that appreciation is sincere and heartfelt, while flattery is insincere and selfish. He illustrates how simple, honest appreciation can transform relationships and create a positive environment. Chapter 3. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. This chapter emphasizes the importance of arousing an eager want in others. Carnegie argues that to influence others, one must first understand their desires and interests. By aligning one's requests with what others want, it becomes easier to persuade them. Part 2. 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Chapter 1. Do this and you'll be welcome anywhere. Carnegie explains the importance of showing genuine interest in other people. By being genuinely curious and interested in others' lives, people will naturally warm up and be more receptive. Chapter 2. A simple way to make a good first impression. A simple yet powerful way to make a good first impression is to smile. A smile is a sign of warmth and friendliness, making people feel welcome and valued. Chapter 3. If you don't do this, you are headed for trouble. Remembering and using a person's name is crucial, as it makes them feel important. Carnegie notes that a person's name is the sweetest sound to them in any language. Chapter 4. An easy way to become a good conversationalist. Listening intently and encouraging others to talk about themselves is key. People enjoy talking about their experiences and interests, and a good listener can build rapport and trust. Chapter 5. How to interest people. To be interesting, one must be genuinely interested in others. Talking in terms of others' interests captures their attention and makes interactions more engaging. Chapter 6. How to make people like you instantly. Making others feel important, and doing it sincerely, is the essence of making people like you. By recognizing and affirming others' worth, you build a strong foundation for lasting relationships. Part 3. How to win people to your way of thinking. Chapter 1. You can't win an argument. Carnegie argues that the best way to win an argument is to avoid it. Winning an argument often leads to resentment and a loss of goodwill, so it's better to find common ground. Chapter 2. A sure way of making enemies and how to avoid. Showing respect for others' opinions and avoiding direct confrontation or telling them they are wrong helps maintain positive relationships. Chapter 3. If you're wrong, admit it. Admitting one's mistakes openly and quickly is a powerful way to gain respect and defuse potential conflict. It shows humility and honesty. Chapter 4. A drop of honey. Using gentle persuasion and kindness, rather than force or aggression, leads to better outcomes. Kindness creates a positive environment where people are more likely to cooperate. Chapter 5. The Secret of Socrates. Carnegie advocates using the Socratic method of asking questions that lead others to agree with you. By getting people to say yes to small questions, you pave the way for them to agree with larger points. Chapter 6. The Safety Valve in Handling Complaints. Letting others do most of the talking and listening actively to their concerns helps to diffuse tension and shows that you value their input. Chapter 7. How to get cooperation. Presenting ideas in a way that makes others think the idea is theirs encourages cooperation and buying. Chapter 8. A formula that will work wonders for you. Sympathizing with others' ideas and desires builds rapport and understanding, making it easier to persuade them. Chapter 9. What everybody wants. Appealing to the nobler motives in people, such as their desire to do good or be seen positively, can be very effective in influencing behavior. Chapter 10. An appeal that everybody likes. Dramatizing ideas makes them more compelling and memorable, capturing people's attention and interest. Chapter 11. The movies do it, TV does it. Why don't you do it? Using stories and vivid examples to illustrate points can make communication more engaging and persuasive. Chapter 12. When nothing else works, try this. Carnegie discusses using a challenge to motivate others. Framing tasks as challenges can inspire people to rise to the occasion. Part 4. Be a leader. How to change people without giving offense or rousing resentment. Chapter 1. If you must find fault, this is the way to begin. Beginning with praise and honest appreciation before addressing faults helps cushion the impact of criticism and makes people more receptive. Chapter 2. How to criticize and not be hated. For Carnegie advises against directly criticizing people. Instead, he suggests using indirect methods, such as talking about one's own mistakes before addressing the other person's errors. Chapter 3. Talk about your own mistakes first. Discussing your own mistakes before pointing out others' faults shows humility and makes it easier for others to accept criticism. Chapter 4. No one likes to take orders. Instead of giving direct orders, Carnegie recommends asking questions or suggesting solutions, which makes people feel involved and valued. Chapter 5. Let the other person save face. Allowing others to save face, even when they are wrong, helps maintain their dignity and fosters a positive relationship. Chapter 6. How to spur people on to success. Praising every improvement, no matter how small, encourages continued effort and growth. Positive reinforcement is a powerful motivator. Chapter 7. Give a dog a good name. Giving people a reputation to live up to can inspire them to meet the expectations. It builds their self-esteem and encourages them to perform better. Chapter 8. Make the fault seem easy to correct. Framing tasks or improvements as easy and manageable helps reduce resistance and motivates people to take action. Chapter 9. Making people glad to do what you want. Carnegie concludes by suggesting making others feel happy and willing to comply by showing genuine appreciation and enthusiasm for their contributions. Conclusion. In How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie provides timeless advice on building positive relationships and influencing others effectively. Each chapter offers practical techniques and principles grounded in psychology and human nature, emphasizing empathy, sincerity, and understanding as the keys to successful interpersonal interactions. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, keep learning and growing.